Revolutionary greetings and Hotep. Welcome to our Monday presentation. My name is Kwame Benter, and we come here every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to share a few known facts and analysis to help empower people with the information that's designed to help them get free from this current debt-based monetary system that is designed to keep the masses of the people living from paycheck to paycheck and working until they can't work anymore. This presentation is about freedom and liberation, and how to get free. So if you're not interested in economic freedom, peace, this presentation may not be for you. But if you're interested in living the life of your dreams, helping other people, getting free, then I highly suggest that you may want to take notes, okay? Because we're going to introduce you to a simple plan that has thousands of years of history to prove that it works. In this plan, what we're going to do is real simple. We're going to show you a simple plan how to outpace inflation and how to protect your savings from confiscation through inflation. This is not about investing, this is about saving, okay? We're going to do is show you how to uh, attain assets that many people think cost a whole lot of cash to get started. But in actuality, it doesn't take a whole lot to get started in this opportunity, because this is a Mint Builder presentation. And in this presentation, we're going to show you how to get real tangible assets like physical gold and silver, wholesale price with a Mint Builder membership. And if you're interested in helping other people, along with that membership, Mint Builder also provides you with the tools, everything that you need to have a global home-based precious metal business from the comfort and safety of your home or phone, wherever you may be, helping people learn the power of the exchange. Without any further delay, we're going to get this thing going here.
It is glory.
So we are Ra, turn to your royalty warriors. Ra is another name for the sun that sustains life here for us on this planet Earth that we live on. And when we say return to your royalty, we're saying, if you haven't already, to Sanko for back to knowledge of self and love for self, so that you can become one of those servant leaders that the world is in desperate need of during these days and times. And WARS is an acronym for winning at receiving residual income over receiving salaries, because we know that a salary is not the answer to freedom, all right? And we say winning, we're putting that out there in the atmosphere. We're already winning before we get started, because once you get started with this thing, you will win. It's just about 100% guaranteed, even though I'm not guaranteeing anything. So Warrior's first instructions to return that order and balance. And when we say return to order and balance, we want to primarily focus on the most important place, and that's yourself and your home, and order and balance to the economics of your home, right? And this presentation is designed to do that. In this presentation, we're going to show you how to stack more and spend less. Okay, Mint Builders and its representatives are precious metal specialists. We're not licensed financial advisors. We do not give financial advice, okay? Because precious metal prices may rise and fall, which means the value of metals may go up and down over time. You may sell for more or less than you paid. Precious metals do not yield income. Past performance do not guarantee future results, and Mint Builders cannot guarantee, ensure, or promise future market movements, prices, or profits. But if you know anything about economics, you know that gold, silver, precious metals will always increase in value over time. And you'll know that fiat currency, the US dollar, will never do that. You see, our economy is in irreversible trouble. Are you prepared? We have continuous wars, war after war after war, that's draining the economy, draining governments of funds that could be used to help end the homeless crisis, that could help slow down inflation. They can never stop it, but they could help slow it down. And all these evictions that people get put out their place because they can't afford rent because rent has gone up so much because of this thing called inflation. Many people can't even afford to buy a home these days. Okay. And may never be able to the way things are going. And our currency is on its way to zero. So what can you do to protect yourself? One thing many of us don't know because many of your financial uh, planners, advisors will never tell you that currency and money are two different things. On the left-hand side, you see those bills, that paper, that's a currency, okay? And it is a medium of exchange. It's a unit of account. It's portable. It's fungible. It's durable, and it's interchangeable. Now, on the right side, we have precious metals. They have all the same attributes: medium of exchange, unit of account, portable, durable, fungible, interchangeable. But they have one thing that currency don't have. That is that it is a store of value. Okay, so let that sink in for a minute. Because your financial wellness is our mission. What we're going to do is show you how you can grow your wealth by following a simple plan to help reduce anxiety so you can enjoy life and live life on your terms so that you can live your dream freedom life. And there's many reasons why this information is timely. This is just a few. Global uncertainty all but dictate the necessity for a stable store of value. Inflation is winning. It's real. It's robbing us of our labor, and it's causing unrest in major cities globally. You're going to see all this unrest on your regular TV channels. They don't want you to know. They want you to think everything is great. Globally, housing and grocery prices are not sustainable. Companies laying off people in droves. And AI will replace a lot more workers faster and faster. AI has been around for a while, but now it is going to another level. So a lot of people are going to realize even AI is going to replace jobs that doesn't even require manually. The days of finding a job with benefits that one can retire from are dwindling away. Many of the new jobs now are what you call, when you drive people, Uber and all those other things, or you deliver food and stuff like that. Central banks are printing cash at unprecedented rates, and paper currency is going digital. It hasn't already. You got BRICS. I highly suggest that you find out more about BRICS. You got FedNow. Many people use their cell phone, make purchases, which is not really quick. Uh, most people use a plastic card. Then you have the central bank digital currency that many countries are working on, programmable money. Then we have the lasting effects of the pandemic that's interrupted supply chains, has caused inflation to speed up. The weakening of the currency will never, never stop. These are not opinions, people. These are facts everywhere on our planet. So why don't we leave wealth to the next generation?
You see, the average black family passes on, listen to this, $0 to the next generation. Yep, I said zero. That means when somebody dies, the family gets nothing. No wonder we cry so much at funerals. We're grieving twice, grieving over losing a loved one and grieving that they didn't leave us anything. You see, other ethnic groups leave wills, but we leave bills. Well, what does Proverbs 13:22 say? A good person leaves an inheritance to his children's children. That means our money should impact at least 3 generations. It should impact ours, our children's, and our grandchildren's. So we have to start building generational wealth.
And we're going to show you how that is possible in this presentation. This is a video. I'm going to play about 10 minutes, so I hope you had the patience to watch this. This is a series that's about 10 years old. Mike Maloney has done this. He's been doing the research for many years. I highly suggest that you watch the whole series if you want to learn more about the hidden secrets of money. I'm just going to show a little bit of this episode too.
So it all started back in 1999 when my sister and I hired a financial planner to help my mother with her assets, and we gave him control of the family's assets. And in the next year and a half, he lost 50% of what she had. You know, he would come to us every 6 months. We'd have a meeting, and he'd have this smile on his face, just ear-to-ear smile, going, "We did really well. The S&P lost 24%, and you only lost 18." And so I fired him, and I moved all of her assets to cash, and I dove into studying the financial markets, which led me into studying the economy. And when you start reading about the global economy, the people that are concerned with trade deficits and budget deficits, it's the hard money advocates, the gold community. And once I started reading them, they also write about monetary history, and then I really fell in love. Because monetary history just repeats and repeats over and over again, echoing all the way back to the beginnings of civilization. Gold and silver have been the predominant currencies for about 5,000 years, but it wasn't until somewhere between 680 BC and 630 BC that they became money. That's when they were minted into coins of equal weights somewhere in Lydia, where each coin was the same size and had the same weight. This made them interchangeable. It's called fungible. At that point, they became useful as a unit of account, a measurement. You could price a good or a service in those gold or silver coins in a certain number of them. And it was always the same for anybody whenever they were buying that good or service. But it wasn't until they made their way to the world's first free market society, the prototype of democracy, the cradle of civilization, Athens, that they exploded in use. Suddenly, money found its natural home, the free markets. Athens was the first society to have a working tax system and free markets. This enabled them to rise to the pinnacle of civilization. Their prosperity allowed them to create great works of art and achieve a level of architecture and engineering that the world had not yet seen. Here we are 2,500 years later, and people are still in awe of their achievements. It was truly a fantastic period in human history, and the Athens star shone brightly for many years. So this begs the question, what went wrong? How did such a great and powerful civilization fall? The answer lies in the same pattern that we see throughout history: too much greed and too much war. It was when the Athenians got involved in the Peloponnesian Wars, a war with Sparta, that their monetary problems began. First, they lost access to their gold and silver mines. They were also paying armies that were on foot, and they were miles and miles away from Athens. So as they pay their armies to buy goods and services from the local populations, a deflation occurs in Athens because they're sending all of their coinage out of the city. Then they started debasing their coinage to pay for the war. If you take in 1,000 coins in taxes, and then you melt those down, those gold coins, and you mix 50% copper into your gold, now you can mint 2,000 coins. So if you take in only 1,000 coins, but you spend 2,000 coins, what is that called? That is deficit spending. Athens began to do that during this war with Sparta. They also had these great public works, which were very expensive. And they finished the Temple of Athena Nike during the truce in the middle. There was a 6-year truce in the middle of this 27-year war. So they didn't stop their great public works and allow their market economy to heal from the expense of this war. As they debased their coinage, people would take the new debased coins at face value at first, until there were a whole bunch of those. And there's something called Gresham's Law, where people tend to save to keep the thing that's rare, and they spend the thing that's common into circulation first. So all of the gold and silver coins started to disappear from circulation and become quite rare, and it was just these copper coins. Suddenly, it took a whole bunch of copper coins to buy a gold or silver coin, one of those old gold or silver coins. This is the first time that gold or silver ever had a price. Before that, everything was measured in a weight of gold and silver. So a large factor in Athens' downfall was the expense of war, the expansion of empire, the debasement of their currency, the eventual inflation that was caused. You know, they minted these coins until they became nothing but flecks of copper. This was actually the world's first hyperinflation. And what it did was it financially debilitated Athens to the point where in 404 BC they surrendered to Sparta. And eventually they became nothing but a satellite of Rome. The thing that amazes me is how history just keeps on repeating and repeating and repeating, and we never learn from all of our stupid mistakes. We just repeat the same stupid mistakes over and over and over again. Today, we are doing the same thing that the Athenians did that caused the loss of their great culture. We're doing the same currency debasement. We're doing the same deficit spending, and it's for the same reasons. It's for war, and it's for great public works.
The interesting thing about the Peloponnesian War was how it started. I would say one of the interesting parallels is that it started really with Athens at its height and with a level of hubris that set them down the road towards ruin. Perhaps they felt that they were,
Superior, couldn't make a mistake,
Exactly.
They knew better.
Exactly. And they ended up destroying their society as a result.
It's a road that we're going down today, right?
I think absolutely.
Yeah. There was a play written shortly after the Peloponnesian Wars about the worthlessness of the copper flecks that were their coinage at the time. So we go from gold and silver, very high value money, to a currency that has a face value. And it's the first example that I can find in history where a war and great public works were being funded through deficit spending. What you've just seen is the first recorded example of one of the most predictable hidden secrets of money, the 7 stages of empire. It's a long-term cycle that echoes throughout history right to this very day and is basically a societal pendulum that swings from quality money to quantity currency and back again to quality money. It always plays out in 7 stages. It always ends with gold delivering a knockout blow to debased currencies. And it goes like this. Stage 1. A country starts out with good money, which is either gold or silver, or it's backed by gold or silver. Stage 2. As it develops economically and socially, it begins to take on more and more economic burdens, adding layer upon layer of public works. Stage 3. As its economic affluence grows, so does its political influence, and it increases expenditures to fund a massive military. Stage 4. Eventually, it puts its military to use, and expenditures explode. Stage 5. To fund the war, it steals the wealth of its people by debasing their coinage with base metals, or by replacing their money with currency that can be created in unlimited quantities. Stage 6. The loss in purchasing power of the expanded currency supply is sensed by the population and the financial markets, triggering a loss of faith in the currency. Stage 7. A mass movement out of currency into precious metals and other tangible assets takes place. The currency collapses, and gold and silver rise in price as they account for the huge quantity of currency that was created. This process transfers massive wealth to those who had the foresight to position themselves beforehand in real money, gold and silver. You know, our monetary system basically steals from the poor and middle class and transfers the wealth to the banks. We see this throughout history, and it's just repeating over and over again. What's happening in Greece right now is basically the same thing that was happening back in 407 BC. The deficit spending to fund all of these public works and the debasement of their currency supply caused them to become nothing but a satellite of Rome. Today, they're becoming nothing but a satellite of the banks.
So that was Mike Maloney. A couple of things I wanted to point out. Athens was not the cradle of civilization. And early in that video, the main cause of them losing their position of power was because of continuous war, devaluing of their currency. That's exactly what's happening right here in this country we call the United States. So why precious metals? Because they hold tangible value over a long period of time. It's a time-tested hedge against inflation. It's easily explainable. Even children know that it's good to have gold. And it's a stable store of value during uncertain times like we are in today. And historically, every fiat currency has returned to zero in value. It's the best product to be garage qualified with if you have a business, because it's not going to lose its value like other products do. It's not going to spoil. It's not going to expire. It's going to just increase in value when we hold it. So it's basically a win-win-win for anyone who decides they want to do the exchange. You see, most people dream of becoming wealthy and achieving financial success, but something happens along the way. You know, a lot of reasons, many people will never ever reach that reality, live it on their own terms, because they don't know what action to take. They don't take the right action. You know, we've been trained, we've been programmed to exchange our time for cash, not money, cash. Remember, there's a difference between money and cash. And these days we're working more for less because of inflation. We participate in behavior that doesn't promote success, wasting a lot of time being entertained. Then we have the dream killers, people who have good intentions, who care about you. But when you enter into an opportunity like this, a lot of people try to persuade you that it's not a good opportunity to get into. There's no way you can actually not benefit from saving precious metals. So many people never realize it because a lot of people think that it's about luck. They might get an inheritance from a family member, something like that, or maybe hit the lottery. But without the right education, if you do come across a lot of cash, you'll probably end up losing it because you don't know what to do with it, Then you have to have the right plan, right? And we're about to show you a simple plan, okay? Once you start this plan, you got to be consistent with it, right? And it's real easy to do. It's a whole lot easier to save precious metals than it is to save fiat currency. So this is what it is. You want to pay yourself first. Just make sure it's not made out of paper. See, a portion of everything that you earn should be yours to keep. Like that earlier video said, for the next generation, for 3 generations. But unfortunately, if you're trying to save paper, it's not going to happen because one thing, every fiat currency returns to zero in value. And another thing, currency holds no value. It's not money, it's a currency. So as long as it stays stagnant, the less value it becomes. So you want to take and exchange it for something that's going to grow your wealth. And so precious metals are assets. So the first thing you want to do is, what many people don't have, is savings. Start saving. Many people don't have $1,000. I heard the other day on a video, most people don't even have $400 for an emergency if it was a car repair or a medical or something like that. That's why we have this credit card deficit. We have a record credit card debt right here in the United States because many people just can't make ends meet. And we want to show you a way that you can increase your income and at the same time start saving for financial insurance. So you want to start with that emergency fund, $400, $1,000, $2,000, whatever your good cushion is, get there as fast as you can by saving assets, because it can expedite that savings. Because like I said, it's going to always increase in value. But the US dollar is not. This is a perfect illustration of what the dollar has done since 1913, 2020. It's lost 97% of its buying power. You lost 97% of your power, you'd be on life support. If not, declared dead. See, all paper fiat currency that most particularly called money has one destination at zero. Federal Reserve was created in 1913. Federal Reserve is not part of the federal government. It's a private banking cartel that basically controls the world's monetary system. Okay. 1944, the United States dollar became the world's reserve currency. That means that most currencies that people use are tied to the US dollar. Okay, they have to exchange their currency for the dollar in order to do business. Well, in 1971, Nixon, he ended the Bretton Woods Agreement, which made the US dollar a fiat currency, no longer backed by a gold reserve. So now the United States government can create cash out of thin air and print it nonstop. So you see how rapidly it lost its value from 1971, 2020. Okay, and like, why did they do that? My guesstimate is that they needed to continue to fund the Vietnam War, another war the United States entered based on a lie. And there's at the height of the Black Power love movement, Black liberation. So they had to usher in another device to neutralize that, and that was the war on drugs that Nixon started. And every president after that has increased the war on drugs / Black family and lower income people in the United States. Because the wealthy, their children don't go to prison, they don't go to jail for getting caught getting high. It's just a fact. U.S. purchasing power and currency in circulation. That red line going across, that's the currency in circulation. And so, since January 1971 to June 2018, U.S. money supply has increased 32.3 times. This was accompanied by a 84.1% drop in the purchasing power of the dollar. Price inflation is a direct consequence of increase. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. The more they create, the less valuable it becomes. Here's an illustration from $100 in 2000 is now in 2022. 2022, that was 2 years ago, at $58.8 worth of buying power. So you have this dollar, this currency is rapidly losing its value. This is a gram illustration on the left-hand side of a gram of gold. All right, in 2000, this gram of gold was worth about $50. Here we are in 2023, 24, it's worth about 80, probably $100 right now. So it's almost doubled in value in 5 years, while the dollar continues to lose its value. After seeing this presentation, if you continue to still save dollar bills and not saving precious metals, I don't know what else I can tell you. Because these little known facts, the banks are trading currency for gold and silver. Central banks own 25% of all the gold, that's 1.15 billion ounces. And they're moving, why are they moving heavily into precious metals? Because the world fiat currency is changing. I mentioned earlier BRICS. Find out what BRICS is all about, okay? And Chase Banks has 675 ounces of gold. So here at Mint Builder, precious metal assets come in two distinct forms. We have bullion and we have numismatics, okay? Bullion is crisis protection, all right? We are definitely in a crisis. If you haven't been living under a rock, you can see prices continuously go up and people are getting lost or losing their jobs. So bullion has a lower premium than numismatics, okay? And they definitely have outperformed cash savings throughout history. This is what you want to stack, all right? You want to stack for savings. Now, numismatics, they have another use, okay? The price is a little bit above bullion price because they're not a circulated current coin. They're solidly preserved and they're not dependent upon the market. So only a few of them are created. Also, it's like buying a rare piece of art, but it's in precious metal. Here's an example of what if a Thor ounce of silver did for members here at Mint Builder. It cost members in 2018 $45. By 2022, it was selling for $175. That same 1 ounce store numismatic silver. That's a 95% increase per year. That's what numismatics is about. There is almost a secret. It's the well. Get the numismatics, and if you can get enough of them, you want to hold on to them for a few years, the price more likely will increase a whole lot faster than bullion if you're in it to, grow your wealth faster. And then we have other products. One thing that we have is 120 serving package of long-term emergency food supply. I said, well, people probably say, what that got to do with precious metals? Well, you see, you never know what's going to happen. Okay? Right now, this country we're living in is engaged in more than 2 wars. There's only 2 that we talk about. They don't even mention Ukraine much anymore. But even though we may not have any troops on the ground, our tax dollars, our tax debt is funding a whole lot of mayhem and chaos throughout the planet. And we hope that nothing happens here, but you never know. You never know. Things may get a whole lot worse after this election or before this election. There's much more other products that we have in Mint Builder. We have infinite banking, wholesale life insurance policy. You can come your own bank and borrow from your own self. Lower premiums, lower interest rates than your bank is going to offer you. Free storage for physical precious metals to our members. Then we have this amazing product called My Mint Wallet. It's physical gold and silver in digital form in real time.
Physical gold meets digital benefits. Mint Builder has taken physical gold ownership into the future with My Mint Wallet. This is the most cost-effective and secure way to own gold and silver. This proprietary product provides you with gold and silver access previously dominated by large institutions and banks. You now have direct access to instantly buy, sell, or transfer your precious metals through My Mint Wallet. Unlike ETFs, exchange-traded funds, you will enjoy 100% ownership of pure, physical gold and silver that is securely stored in segregated and insured vaults with our partner IDS of Texas. The benefits of My Mint Wallet are extensive and impressive. Your benefits include extremely low premiums, especially for wholesale members, digital tracking to the 100th of an ounce of gold and 1 ounce of silver in real time, 100% direct ownership of pure physical gold and silver, secure vault storage at no additional cost, fully insured accounts, the ability to quickly sell in real time and have your funds transferred directly to your bank, or use your funds to purchase silver and gold from your shop to have physically delivered assets. Daily audits to continually ensure each account is properly funded. Seeing the value of your precious metals holdings in real time all the time. You can even transfer precious metals from your wallet to another member's wallet. 100% of your precious metals purchase is deposited on account as physical gold and silver in the highly secure IDS of Texas vaults. You have complete ownership over your gold and silver holdings, and with the click of a button, can sell at the current market price, have the funds placed into your wallet, and use these funds right away to pick the items you would like to take physical delivery of. This allows you to have the flexibility to choose from many different options for physical product delivery. You also have the option to simply have funds deposited directly into your bank account. We even provide you with the ability to transfer gold and silver to another member. Your My Mint Wallet is the best way to own the most amount of gold and silver for the lowest cost, while keeping your metals safe from confiscation and robbery. In turn, giving you absolute control and flexibility with your wealth. Owning precious metals has never been so easy and at such low premiums. Be sure to get started with My Mint Wallet and start building your mint today.
That's My Mint Wallet, and this is what it would look back in your account in real time. You can buy, sell, or even transfer this to members within Mint Builder. All right. Governments do not like gold. They do not like silver, right? This is a way to break from this evil monetary system by acquiring real money. Okay. Another impact that your membership has, we partnered up with a company called Feed My Starving Children. We help feed the less fortunate people on our planet. 91% of all the proceeds that they collect goes directly to feed a child. So your membership your membership pays for at least one child per month. Eat. Okay. So you can set up your account, okay, and choose your monthly saving, auto asset saving that you can change, you can pause or cancel your selection at any time. These are a few of the products that we have within your back office that you can just set it and forget it and just start building that wealth. Just start securing your financial future so that you can pass down that to the next generation. Something that many of us are not privy to because of a lot of reasons, a whole lot of reasons. We're not going to get into in this presentation. Then we have the knowledge base. Learn more about Mint Builder benefits, Mint Builder Academy, where you can learn more, educate yourself more about this industry. We have training videos, so much more available to our members. So this is your membership price, okay? If you pay annually, it comes to about $25 a month. That's $300. You pay monthly, it's only $39 a month. I've already mentioned quite a few benefits that you get with your membership. Wholesale prices, you get 50% off asset premiums, 50% off shop premiums, you get free storage. Help feed a child. We have the knowledge base. We have a free wealth planning app, okay? Free wealth planning app. And we also offer discounts on travel and attractions. And we have an open vault marketplace where you can sell your precious metals to other members within Mint Builder. So we have two distinct people here at Mint Builders. I just went over everything that the wholesale customer has access to with their membership. They purchase membership, they purchase precious metals, they don't sell anything. Then we have sales associates. They sell wholesale memberships to customers. They also sell precious metals and they help build a sales organization that does the same. So we're here to show you how to stack more and spend less, but we don't just stop with accumulating real assets. We also understand that many people are seeking more income. Like I mentioned before, with your Mint Builder membership, you also have an opportunity to have a home-based business at no additional cost. So where are you at in your life? This is an illustration of the cash flow quadrant created by Robert Kiyosaki. And there's 4 ways that we know how to make money legally, okay? One is active income, trading your time for dollars. You have a job. This is what most people are programmed and trained to do. But you have no leverage. You have no freedom. You have to ask your boss when you can go to lunch, when you can take the day off if somebody gets sick or something like that. You only get a certain amount of time off to take a vacation every year, travel, do what you want to do, or go to a game with your child at school and stuff like that. So this is what most people end up doing if they do get a job. Just unemployment is really up there. So many people decide, well, I'm tired of working with somebody. I want to start my own business. But what most people don't realize is that you still don't get that leverage. You may have more freedom, but if you don't show up, you don't get paid. You want to know a way to create that passive residual income, like we talked about earlier, winning at receiving residual income over receiving salaries, because that's the road to freedom. Not dependent upon your presence, okay? You run a system, you run a business. Example, you can buy a franchise, like a gym or a fast food restaurant or something like that, okay? They have people work with you, or work for you. Now you have leverage. You don't really have to be there. You have a system working. But a business like that costs millions, if not thousands, costs thousands, not millions of dollars, okay? You have to have inventory, you have the employees. Well, a Mint Builder, $25 a month overhead. run a global business from the comfort and safety of your phone, where you can help people learn the power of saving precious metals. We're not selling anything that's basically can go bad or go rotten or anything like that. Okay, it's not perishable. We just exchanging paper for an asset, and really not exchanging paper because most of us don't even get a paycheck. Most of us just use that classic card. So we're basically exchanging invisible electricity for physical asset, precious metal, something that's going to store your labor and help you grow well. Then what you want to do is continue to educate yourself. Then you can become an investor. We're not talking about investing here. We're not showing you anything about investing. Okay, we're not giving you any financial advice. We're showing you what we do. Hopefully that it may trigger something in you, make you realize that you need to be doing something similar to what we're doing also. Nothing more than just exchanging a few dollars per month for real assets, precious metal. Passive income. Your money is working for you. That's where you want to get to. That's where you totally have freedom. So this is what precious metal, this is what Mint Builder offers precious metal. Members, Precious Metal Shop, where you have your own website. People go there, they acquire any of our products, you get paid. They provide all the software you need to track your business, to track what's going on with your team and everything. No additional costs. Marketing tools available, QR codes, banners, training videos. Like we said earlier, we have a free silver lead capture page. Person goes onto your website, watch a short video. If they want to know more, they enter their name and they enter their email. And if they decide to do that, then they'll get a free silver bar. All they have to do is pay for shipping. What this system does is start sending that person emails to educate them on the power of the exchange, on the benefits that you have as a Mint Builder member. And Mint Builder handles all the payment processing. So you don't have to worry about collecting money, paying anybody, anything. They do all of this for you. It's much, much more simpler than having a traditional brick and mortar business. They handle all the delivery. So you don't have to worry about inventory. You don't have to worry about packing or shipping or anything like that. And then we have unlimited income for you. Yeah. A job would never tell you that you can make as much money as you want. No, but here at Mint Builders, you can make as much money as you want. The more people that you help, more you will earn with Mint Builders. You have 13 streams of income. There's a video that you can watch. If you get back with the person that shared this with you, they can explain more on how you can get rewarded, paid through Mint Builder. Okay. And if you don't have any residual income or passive income, or at least a plan for residual income, you're really living a very risky life. There's no security in the job, even a high-paying one. So be smart and don't rely on one source of income. We offer you an opportunity to start a home-based business. And Marcus Garvey said, the only protection against injustice in man is power. That's physical, financial, and scientific. That's from the book, The Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey, Volume 1, page 5. So we want to suggest stay in the best physical shape that you can possibly be in at all times. Educate yourself about financial, economic system so you can get ahead. And study science. Know what's going on within our planet. Okay, because she's crying. She's definitely crying. And a lot of people are not listening. Protect yourself. Get in tune with the universe. So if you're ready to get started, get back with that person that shared this video with you. Okay? Let them know that you are basically, you're ready to start building that wealth for the next generation and for yourself also. You have more choices, more freedom. That's what this is all about. Freedom and choices. Now, we've come to the end of this presentation. I want want to thank everybody who's here, showed up. Yeah, thank you for showing up. We'll be back again here next week. Same time, same channel, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be right here to share more information that will empower you to get free from this current debt-based monetary system that is designed to keep us living, struggling from paycheck to paycheck, working until we can work. Until next time, this QR code, click this, you can go to my website and learn more about it, get that free bar of silver if you want it.